Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with a new video for a new series that I'm going to be doing that involves Narrative Pro. You don't necessarily have to have Narrative Pro, but there will be a few things that you will need to adapt for your own systems to make this work. And as you can see here, we have a companion system, a full-on actual party companion system. We got ourselves a guy named Frank, Primal, we got Naruto, then we have Trump, and I believe one of these is Hitler. I was just being ironic, yet there he is. Um, so we're going to go ahead and get started on that. And this, again, is the announcement video, so I'm just going to show off what we'll be doing for these videos. If I go ahead and zoom out of that real quick, and I come here to my controller, and I take a look at my companions here. We have companions, so there's clearly 5 companions. However, your game could have more than just 5 companions, which is why we have a party set up for our sockets. We keep track of ourselves, the player, and then we have Primal, Frank, Naruto, Hitler, and Trump, all here in the party. And this functionality is really good for, say, your UI, and you want to make sure that your party stuff sets up correctly with the widget UI stuff, so you don't have to um, hand hard code everything into your UI. Um, we then also have a followers. So if you still have temporary followers, there's a lot of games that do that these days, where you have your party and then you still have followers, or you don't have a party but you do wind up having followers. Here we have Phyllis. Gonna try to add her to my party, and she's gonna tell me that she can't because the party is full. However, if I come here again, I'm going to say, all right, then just please follow me. She's now going to be a follower. If I go ahead and I jump out of there again, hitting F8, come over here to my controller, companions, I now have a temporary follower, Phyllis. Now, if we jump back in, and I'm going to remove, I'm this is a key binding. I'm going to go ahead and remove one of my party members. So I chose not to have them despawn when I do this, because you have the option to do that. If I hit F8 again, and back down here to companions, he's been removed as a companion because I chose that functionality. You can choose to not remove them as a companion when you remove them from the party. And the party slot, I believe, is 4. So party slot 4 is now empty. Now, the really cool thing here, if I come over here to Phyllis, once I find Phyllis, there we go, I can ask them to stop following me, or I can ask them to join my party. Join my party. Fine. Now, last but not least, if we come over here to the controller, companion, I no longer have any followers, and Phyllis, relationships expert is what Phyllis's NPC is now taking up that slot. So this is a great way to control the data, and we're going to make sure we set all of that up in this series so that you have that kind of functionality. You'll be able to add to the just companions, be able to add or remove, add or remove from the companions themselves, add or remove from the party, and it'll check if they're a companion. If not, they'll make them a companion before adding them to the party. Add people as followers, remove them as followers. If you try to add a companion as a follower, it'll check, and if it is a companion, it won't add them as a follower. And if they're a follower, when they are asked to be a companion, it'll remove them from the follower and add them as a companion. And as you saw, With narrative, I have it all set up with the dialogue, and setting up with the quest is just as easy, um, and it's something that can be touched on down the road. I just want to make sure that everyone who utilizes Narrative Pro has this functionality for those that want to have more control over their NPCs that they have following them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in that video series.